with the New York Giants. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Now, this will be a return from deep in the end zone. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Not the start that he was looking for as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Here's Newton. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Montez Sweat able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up. Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Heineke now looking to throw on first down. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
5 yards remain on second down. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. It's a first down and more for Gibson as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down. Off the play fake, Heineke.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Julian Lowe.
And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Newton. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Now Newton. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll run with Penny. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down. They fake the give. Newton. Incomplete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. Well, I think this is a free play for Newton. He's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Heineke. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play action now. Here's Heineke. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 43. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Giants' 34-yard line.
Check. Watch 54. I got you. Check it back.
A handoff running left is Gibson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll try the left side with Gibson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Heineke. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Heineke. Being chased out left. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. They give it off here to the tight end. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Now the gadget play here on 4th down winds up backfiring. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To throw on 2nd and 10. Newton. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Losers in the season opener on Sunday. They get that quick turnaround, 96 out.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
And this offensive line, as we all remember, allowed 50 sacks last year. Tied for the second most in the NFL. They vowed new techniques, a few new players, but so far, not quite getting it done.
On second down, here's Barkley. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Third and long, it's Newton. He dumps it off to Barkley. Bulldozes past him, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up fourth. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the second time. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss, and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie, but boy, was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering of the Dallas Cowboys. And Washington, they feel like they had a real find when they took him in the 3rd round last year, number 66 over.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point try good by Gano, and that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And within trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
From the gun, Heineke.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again. 3rd down here.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke.
And now another one thrown incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Here's Jackson to return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
Jamin Davis, the rookie first-round pick, in on the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Both teams currently making their final adjustments. We're getting ready for the second half. So we'll send it back up to FedEx Field and hand things back over to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field.
113 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Antonio Gibson.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard
after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. This one goes out wide for Barkley. It's a gain of 5, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
And no one happier to see that than the Giants fans themselves. Saquon Barkley was used a lot his rookie year, 91 catches, which was a record for NFL rookies. That fell off to 52 in 2019, and then, of course, the injury in Week 2 at Chicago last year prevented him from reaching those heights.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And Rudolph has it left side. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Barkley, toss play left. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 11 now. Again, it's Barkley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
To throw is Newton. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Gibson again. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll run with Gibson. It's a 1st down and more for Gibson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 143 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll try to throw now. Heineke. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Heinicke to throw it.
That's going to be caught by Samuel.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On second down, it's Gibson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On first down, right back to Gibson.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
They'll try the left side.
Gibson.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot. So what can they do to get closer now on 3rd down?
And now it's a bootleg with Heinicke.
He gets it to Thomas. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
On the counter, Gibson. Tay Crowder able to make the play.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
Logan Thomas experienced a breakout season last year at the age of 29. Converted from playing quarterback, he finished 3rd among tight ends with 72 catches, and it certainly looks like his future is awfully bright.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
182 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Working with a 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Gibson.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. They run the counter. It's Gibson, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on second and third.
Dustin Hopkins on the field goal.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ballgame, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack.
Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
And this one incomplete, threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. There's the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and they'll bring up fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. On the return, Carter. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Heineke now looking to throw on first down.
Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Here's Heineke.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
looks like he'll throw here. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside in 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Jamin Davis there to bring him down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll go to Barkley again. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
A first down carry for Barkley. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. The shotgun, they run with Barkley. Oh, what a nice tackle there. That will hardly move the needle at all offensively. A very short game.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Washington, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town.